Accreditation is a necessary process for KCC, and this PowerPoint will give you a brief overview of the who, what, and how of it. Accreditation is the process by which KCC is certified as a credible degree-granting institution. Federal and state funding and the availability of financial aid are based on our status as an HLC accredited college. Also, without accreditation, KCC credits would not transfer. In the worst case scenario, our loss of accreditation would mean we could not confer degrees and certificates, and our doors would close. KCC is accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, the governing body which accredits degree-granting post-secondary educational institutions in the North Central region. There are 3 pathways to accreditation, and KCC has chosen the AQIP pathway, which values continuous quality improvement through the review, feedback, and revision of 3 institutional projects. Our current action projects are detailed later in this PowerPoint. As part of the accreditation process, KCC develops 4 separate written reports: the Systems Portfolio, the Quality Highlights Report, the Systems Portfolio Addendum, and the Federal Compliance Review. The Systems Portfolio is the big ticket item, a detailed document providing evidence that KCC meets the HLC's 5 criteria for accreditation. More information on this document is provided later in the PowerPoint. The Quality Highlights Report is a response to the peer review of the Systems Portfolio, in which current action projects are detailed and the opportunities for improvement identified by the peer reviewers are addressed. The Systems Portfolio Addendum is both a response to the peer review of the last Systems Portfolio and also preparation for the upcoming portfolio. Finally, the Federal Compliance Review. Obviously, all of these documents are not submitted simultaneously. This chart details the 8-year accreditation process. As you can see, KCC submits the Systems Portfolio in year 3 of the process, at which point it is reviewed before returning to KCC for revision and resubmission in year 7. Once again, reviewers respond to the Systems Portfolio through a systems appraisal. KCC's response to this second review occurs in year 8 when we submit the Quality Highlights Report and the Systems Portfolio Addendum. The Federal Compliance Review is submitted at this time as well. Once the HLC has received these documents, they review them and then come on campus for the comprehensive quality review, after which they grant or deny accreditation. As stated earlier, the AQIP pathway for accreditation requires 3 institution-wide projects, which are dedicated to continuous quality improvement. These projects are reviewed by KCC stakeholders and updated yearly with 3 projects running simultaneously. Currently, we are working on these 3 projects. First, enhancing institutional results through informed decision-making. This 2-year project was developed to focus our institutional efforts towards consolidating the current database and strategic initiatives related to institutional effectiveness, expand it collectively, provide resulting data in user-friendly methods, and create effective action plans to address concerns and build on strengths. Our second project is Developmental Education Redesign. KCC researched best practices, streamlined curricula, created an effective scheduling framework, and developed assessment metrics for the developmental education program. During the 2015-2016 academic year, 3 departments will launch redesigned developmental programs, which will be assessed the following year to find opportunities for revision and improvement. Our third project is strengthening and sustaining community partnerships. Community partnerships are integral to the success of a community college, and in an effort to strengthen these partnerships, KCC initiated 4 coordinated projects. First, we created an employer database shared across KCC departments. Second, we are in the process of creating an employer survey to determine industry needs. Third, we enhanced the advisory committees to strengthen programs in industry. And finally, we are creating an internship procedure. These 3 projects and everything else we do are highlighted in the Systems Portfolio, which at its foundation is a document telling the story of KCC. The HLC requires the portfolio be divided into 6 categories: helping students learn, meeting student and other key stakeholder needs, valuing employees, planning and leading, knowledge management and resource stewardship, and quality overview. For the portfolio, KCC must address all of the subsections of each category and, in essence, prove we are completing the various tasks required to be an accredited college. The accreditation process is an integral part of KCC, and there are many ways faculty, staff, and administrators can contribute. Currently, we are in year 8 of the process. This means that we are submitting the Quality Highlights Report, Systems Portfolio Addendum, and Federal Compliance Report. Our HLC peer reviewers will be visiting campus February 15th to the 17th, and we encourage you to meet with our reviewers during open forums or required meetings. As we prepare to write the next systems portfolio, please identify any projects, innovations, and improvements for inclusion. We want to make sure we are highlighting all of the amazing work faculty, staff, and administrators are engaged in here on campus. Any revisions, suggestions, or questions can be directed to the chair of the HLC committee, Dr. Purva Deval.